My hair is a mess, so I'm gonna redo it. But welcome, old gang, and welcome, new peeps. Sunday. Hi, Costa Rica. Hi, Joylene. I did not love camping as expected, and I'm very happy to be back. I'm not a nature person, and we're here. I'm exhausted, which is why my energy level is very low. Very, very low today. But we're live earlier at 6:30, so there's still some natural light. Hi, Brussels. Ooh, Sabrina, where'd you go camping? Hi, Germany. Yes, the doggo that everyone saw was Julia's. His name is Gus. Gus is a delight, a very soft, fluff boy. Naz, I'm not good at camping. I actually just totally hated it. It is, we were in a cabin. We were like glamping really, but it was pretty stressful because after all, it was a work trip, so we didn't really get to do much camping. We spent most of the day shooting videos and really didn't have that much time to actually go hiking, but it is what it is, and I'm back, and I'm happy to be back, and we got a really bruised plantain that I'm probably gonna fry up for Aaron, and I have to prep some broccoli that's sitting in the sink right now because if I don't eat some vegetables soon, I probably will just die. And Fred is hiding. He's somewhere in that room. I tried to lure him into this kitchen, but unless we have food, he's not gonna come. And now, Ko, you're following Gus. Enjoy the fluff content. That's it. Yeah, Linda, it's not camping, obviously. It's for media. The planes are very loud, so I'm going to close the windows. Bear with me 1 second. I certainly did not miss the noise of the city. It was a joy to sleep to absolute silence. That was probably the best part of going out into the state park. Just being in the dark, being in the quiet, and absolutely having no other fear aside from potentially getting murdered. Ooh, wow, Fred just jumped up right under the camera. What are you doing, Fred? Truly, what are you doing? Scaring me like that. Hi, Fred. Yeah, he's a little weirdo. Well, there you have Cat. Guys, I'm so tired. I truly have no energy. But I figured I'd give you guys a review of camping and give you a chance to ask me all the questions about my boring week without internet. When we went, we did not know that there would be no internet. And we got there and we were like, oh, there's no Wi-Fi. And also we have no cell service. So there is a lot of work that's waiting for me when I go back next week. And that is anxiety in a nutshell. I'm very behind on work, so yeah, there was very minimal cell service and it would only happen in like 3 spots near the cabin, and I would try to post something on Instagram and it wouldn't go through for 4 hours, so it would like post at 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning after I had gone to sleep. But it was nice to not be so connected, but it was also very anxiety inducing to be very behind and out of touch with work. So we were planning to be shooting this while working when we're not shooting, but as it turned out, we needed all hands on deck to shoot everything because cooking over a live fire is not as easy as you think. And also, when you're shooting videos, you have to be very aware of the lighting and shooting under, a moving sun with moving clouds. The coverage, the exposure is just constantly in and out. So it was very hard on Chelsea, who was our only shooter. What was the highlight? I think Aaron asked me. Aaron, did you ask me what the highlight of the camping trip was too? And I had no answer.
It seemed like you hated it. I asked specifically if you would like Gus at least.
I loved Gus. I mean, how could I not love a dog? Yeah, it was much more difficult than I anticipated. The shower obviously would not have enough hot water for all four of us to get a hot shower. So most of the days I just took a lukewarm shower and shivered in bed. It was nice to hang out with my coworkers. We bonded, after hours we would do some light drinking games and learn a little bit more about each other.
Hello, Junson Barmy. How you guys doing today?
We didn't see any.
Did you miss me?
We might have seen a few wild animals. We didn't really cook much food. Justin, our food editor, cooked a lot of dinners for us. He roasted some chickens and he made us some salmon, and it was very delicious with asparagus and stuff. Okay, Fred, fine. Don't be near me, Fred. Oh my god. Wow.
Doesn't want to be on camera.
Are you for reals, cat? Aaron enjoyed his alone time, I think.
Yeah.
Fred. Hi. Do you want pets? Shall I pet you? Hi, Angela. See, Fred, they're here for you. You don't want to be with the people who love you? Scritches. Yes. Yes, Fred. Ah, bite. Yes, bite. So yes, I was gone for a week, and in that time we gained a lot of subscribers. I think one of my videos was kind of recommended off of one of the Budget Eats videos, so maybe a lot of people found this channel, and if you found this channel, welcome. We don't do a lot of quality content here. We just do a lot of this, normal life bullshit, and a lot of Fred content. There you go. The sun is setting, so the lighting is very backlit. So you'll have to watch Fred in shadow for a bit. And you can ask me any questions you want. I will probably not see a lot of them because I'm busy petting my cat or cooking something. But otherwise, everything is game. I am not offended at any questions. Wow, big yawn. I've never been to New Zealand. Look at his little tail. You got a soft tail, bud. Ooh. Yes, yes. We're not cooking rich people tonight, but if you guys get your hands on one, please, by all means, cook them all. No real spookiness at camp. I believe the ringworm is gone, and if it's not, we're all fucked because he's been sleeping in our bed. And actually, Aaron's allowed him to sleep exactly where I sleep this entire past week, which means that when I came back to sleep yesterday, I woke up about 3 hours into my sleep with my entire chin just like aflame with itchiness, because I think because we've stopped bathing him with the ringworm treatment, his little saliva buildup has been getting stronger and stronger, and I actually have allergies to some cats, and I just could not stop itching, and I could not fall asleep for like 2 hours. So we might have to wash all the bedding, or I will just take a very strong Benadryl before I go to sleep, because Fred really likes to cuddle up on the bed now. My favorite literary book. In elementary school, it was Ella Enchanted. In high school, it was The Sound and the Fury. And in college, I really liked reading Julia Kristeva and Jacques Derrida, but those aren't very literary, those are more philosophy. What did I like reading in college, literary-wise? It's been a while, guys. I'm very old. I can't really recall. I don't really write or journal outside of Instagram captions. I've gotten very lazy. I used to write with my friend Nez, free write or just like creative writing exercises, but this last year has just taken a dump on all of the things that I had going. So maybe we'll get back to it soon, maybe, if the vaccines can kick in and if we can all go back to some semblance of routine again. I have been wanting to go back to the gym, maybe to work out, but I still don't feel like it's safe, honestly. I just don't think it's a good idea. There's a lot of anxiety about that. I think the lack of exercise this year has definitely contributed to my mental health slide, among other things, obviously. I should write a recipe book with poems. Noted. At-home workouts, I've been doing them sporadically, but they're just not quite the same. It's not quite the same atmosphere. I'm always afraid of disturbing my downstairs neighbor. There's a lot of things you can't do at home, and I just don't have the equipment to actually do the stuff I want to do. So it's all kind of compromised, and we all just make do with what we have, obviously, but recipes can only be in haiku. Okay, that's a challenge. Are you a lifter? I don't really lift, but I do like weight training. But I've probably lost all of my muscles in the past year. It's very sad. I'm still dealing with that grief. I don't know. Body image issues is a whole other struggle. I don't have a park nearby. Nah. Yeah, muscle gelatinization. Yes, Nauko, the hula hoop will hurt a little bit. The day after, you'll feel kind of bruised. But after like 4 or 5 times, it'll not hurt as much. You just kind of get used to it. Savory peanut butter recipes. Also noted. There's just so many recipes on the internet, and there's so many recipe books and cookbooks out, published into the world already. I just don't have the motivation to write a whole new book. Like, there's just, what do I have to add to the conversation that I haven't shown you guys already in video format, There's so much unnecessary shit in the world that I just don't feel like making more of it. I'm glad you liked the cast iron video. It's not doing very well. It's not really performing, but I think some people found it really useful, which is the serviceable element. So Julia said this should be a much easier video for you to do. That's not Budget Eats, so we shot it and we pushed it out, and Mark, our producer, uploaded it because Julia and I were still stuck in the woods with no internet. Red lentils. I don't know. I just make a lot of mush with red lentils. Red lentils are very mushy. As soon as they're cooked, they get very mushy. So it's hard for red lentils to stay shapely like the other lentils. There he goes. Fred looks at us And then he looks at the outside world. Black rice is delicious. I love black and red rice. That's Fred. Fred Semifredo Liquoro. Dal is delicious. Yep. Ooh, short ribs. Please don't mention meat to me again. We cooked so much meat on this trip. I've eaten so much meat. I've never, ever eaten so much meat in a week. He's allowed. When we're asleep, he's gonna go up there anyway. I just don't feel like struggling with him anymore. Once he burns himself, he'll, learn not to jump everywhere. Fred's ear is missing a piece because he's a stray, and when you trap, neuter, release, you usually clip the ear. I ate half a bag of a 14-ounce bag of chips, so I'm very full, but I'm gonna taste that fruit on this live when I'm hungry. Do you enjoy your life as a YouTuber that live streams? I don't really know if I feel like a YouTuber right now, guys. I started doing these live streams because a lot of viewers were like, why doesn't she have her own channel? I bet she's under contract with Delish. I bet she can't make her own stuff. And I'm just like, all right, guys. All right. Let's end all these rumors. Let's just put something on YouTube that doesn't require any effort from me because I truly have no more energy left to do anything in my life anymore. The kind of fruit that is on the thumbnail is in the description. Have you had the miracle fruit? No, I've never had the miracle fruit. We adopted Fred in March, I think. I believe this fruit is called the Tamario Fruit. I found it in a food bazaar near me, and it smells kind of like a papaya and a tomato together. Bye, Fred. And apparently the red ones, according to Wikipedia, the really red blushy ones are very tart and acidic, and the yellow-orange ones are a little bit sweeter, so I picked the orangier ones, and they're a little bit soft, kind of like a very juicy tomato, like ready to burst. A little bit of bounciness to it. I don't really know what it tastes like, so we should try it. New York restaurant recommendation? I have lots. It depends on what cuisine you want to eat. Why did I adopt Fred? Aaron really wanted to adopt a cat, and we've been joking about adopting a cat for a while. So I saw Fred on the Instagrams from Puppy Kitty NYC and really wanted to adopt an older cat. So I was like, do you like Fred? Because I like Fred. You want to adopt Fred? So we got Fred. It's that point in the pandemic where you're just like, let's do something with life, right? Because we've been on pause for so long, and we've been waiting and holding our breath for this all to be over, and it hasn't been over, so we just got to start doing shit with our lives that is feasible. Have you ever made non-soy natto? I've never made natto. I've only tasted natto once, and I don't know how to make natto. It is a Japanese specialty. It looks very mucusy. It is very healthy and good for you, and it's usually consumed with rice. But I've never made it. Do you ever cook with tofu? Yeah. I sometimes really just like to eat it raw. Anything from silken to extra firm tastes delicious raw to me. A little bit of sesame oil, a little bit of salt and pepper, or any kind of spices. Really nice. You start chewing on it and it tastes like a very mild mozzarella or ricotta. It's not as fatty and creamy as the cheeses, but it is very nice and it has that kind of richness from the beans. I didn't dye my own hair. I buzzed my own sides this time around. I did it on a live, actually. So if you want to see that go down, that live is forever and ever on the internet for your amusement. Budget versions of gyoza. I mean, gyoza is just dumplings, so you can fill it with whatever you want. It's all budget. Patricia, I do feel like Fred has a lot of secret admirers. We have a lot of kitties glued to the screen whenever he appears, which is why I tried to make him come on camera, you know, to appease the kitties, but he comes when he comes and he goes when he goes. There's no keeping a cat, as you know. Yeah, liquid aminos. Never got into it. Very interesting flavor. It reminds me more of like a stale fish sauce than soy sauce. Is that right? Does that sound familiar to you? All right, I'm going to start prepping my broccoli so that I could have some vegetables to eat. Maybe we turn that on. I don't know. As the lighting goes down, we'll adjust. Have you tried any Sweden food? I have not had any Swedish food. What do you recommend? I don't actually know if they exist as a restaurant in, I mean, like, does IKEA meatballs count? I don't think so. Can pudding rice be used for sushi? What kind of pudding rice are you using? It's short grain. It has to be short grain. But I mean, if you're doing like a bastardized sushi, sure, you can use whatever rice. But the longer the grain, the less sticky it'll be, the less starchy it'll be. What to do with a leftover can of coconut milk? Ooh. I like to boil some kind of like sweet potato or taro with a little bit of sugar in it. And then you end up with this very delicious mixture of like soft, creamy root vegetable sweetened in coconut fat and sugar. I believe Marcus Samuelson has a restaurant in NYC. That is correct. Is he Swedish? Does he cook Swedish food? Sorry, I don't know if chefs like that. I don't really eat out that much. I don't like to shell out the big bucks. I've never gotten Cuba cheese, no. I'm sad I missed out. What is it? Oh, Reese's for dinner? You wild child. That is intense. Pub cheese, interesting. Not sure I would be a fan, but I'm always down to try any kind of cheese.
Yes.
Guys, I got all this broccoli today for $2. The summer produce prices are kicking in. I saw some tomatoes for 49 cents a pound. It is truly mind-bogglingly on sale right now. I guess summer has arrived, folks. It is the season to eat produce. Get it while you can. I hope y'all are excited because while we were camping, we shot a one-day episode of Budget Eats. And, you know, Obviously, it's not going to be the same as other episodes of Budget Eats. I'm pretty sure it won't perform as well because y'all like to see that epically long Budget Eats, which we can't do because we had to produce other videos while we were up there. But for everyone who's like, June has all these incredible produce prices, and that's not fair because we can't buy the same thing. Yeah, it's very true, you can't buy the same thing, but that's not to say that there's not deals where you are. You just have to find the deals that's available where you are. You know, not every place is gonna have the same deals. You just have to be a little bit flexible. But guess what, guys? I found broccoli that's cheaper near that state park than here. So it's just a matter of luck, I guess. We were in Letchworth State Park, upstate New York. What's Jackie like in real life? I don't know if I feel like I met Jackie once in real life before the pandemic started, but I haven't. She lives on the West Coast, so I don't really hang out with her, but she's very sweet. She's so easy to work with, and what can I say? All the coworkers at Delish are awesome. Hi, Texas. Francis, why no way in hell you're camping in Letchworth? You don't like? No goop? Tell me. It was so funny, one night, in the middle of the night, Gus, Julia's dog, started like, woof, woof, like, not full on barking, but just like, alarmed at something, and I was like, dude, Gus, what is it? Like, is there a murderer trying to get into our cabin? And I woke up, and I sat up in bed, and I just like tried to listen for the smallest noise, and I couldn't hear any, and so eventually I fell back to sleep. And in the morning, when Julia went outside, she was like, oh my god, and I was like, what? And she was like, somebody tore through our garbage bag that had bags that used to hold beef jerky. So we think an animal came by and just like picked through our garbage outside, and Gus heard that animal, whatever that animal was. And I can hear it. Dogs, they're amazing. Amazing. I really wish it was a bear, but it did not look like a bear enough of a mess. You know, I would expect a bear to have made a bigger mess, and the bag only had like one tear in it, so I don't think it was a bear, but it was some kind of creature who really likes jerky. Bye, Diana. Have good fun making dinner. Have a trashy, trashy mealtime. And I mean that in the best way possible. I believe I've seen a raccoon in real life. They're not that cute when you see them in real life, but they are very cute on YouTube videos. That's for sure. Helena, you are way more resourceful than I am. These are just going into my compost bin right now. I truly have no energy to like cook the way that I cook on Budget Eats all the time. I wish I did, but I do not. So what did I miss in the real world while I was gone? I see that shit is escalating in Palestine, and people are suffering yet again, more and more. I did not miss the news cycle, that's for sure. I did not. I enjoyed my blissful ignorance this week, but shit just never ends, huh? Really just never ends. Pipeline hack? What happened there? People are putting gas in plastic bags? What? June, I got lamb, ground, chops, help, how do I cook it? Patricia, I recommend that you look up a recipe because I actually have very little experience with lamb. I would imagine for the ground stuff you can make meatballs, you can treat them like any other ground meat. I feel like Americans like to roast those chops, coat them in seasoning of some sort. Chinese lamb usually gets coated in a shit ton of cumin, so I'm particular to that flavor profile. But once again, I've had very little experience cooking lamb, or most meat, pretty much. Chopsticks, sometimes I eat them raw, sometimes I slice them up and I stir fry them. This week, if I'm feeling particularly lazy, I'll probably just eat them raw. I actually defrosted this avocado buttermilk sauce thingy dressing that I whipped up before I left. So maybe I'll eat it with some of that. No set plans. Yes, my laptop is on the stove. The stove is not on, guys. It's a small kitchen. I don't have anywhere else I can put it so that I could both see you, your comments, and do my vegetable prep. Just let me live, and if I burn my laptop up, it's on me. And then you can tell me I told you so, June. What an idiot you are. And I'll be like, yep, but we are all idiots from time to time, and that's just the way life is. Oh yeah, my hair is in waves right now because I had the bottom portion twirled up on my head for a very long time today, so I kind of stuck in that shape. I hear there's a shortage of everything, right? Isn't that right? Because of COVID, like all the production lags are starting to catch up to us. And now it's just getting worse and worse and worse. It's the end of the world. As we know it, guys. We're all going to be scrambling for toilet paper again. Or, just don't wipe your butt. Then we'll just be the wild animals that we are anyway. I always like reading comments from viewers who find this channel expecting to find the same exact June that they see on Budget Eats, and they're like, you seem so sad here. You seem so happy on Delish. I'm like, yeah, of course I do. It's for a company. You can't seem that sad. And it's not like I haven't shown my depression before on Budget Eats. Who can be happy all the freaking time? It's exhausting. I'm glad you like real June. I'm glad you like real June. I should probably put up another book for auction. It's been a while since I've done that. Life has just been a little bit busy, but I'm trying to do better about not being so harried. Is that the word? Harried? Harried. I feel like it's been a long time since I've seen that word used, but that is exactly how I feel right now. It's all just like a lot of psychological and mental rush. Constant work, constant thoughts of work. And I'm really trying to do a better job of detaching, but it is very hard to do. I don't know if you saw me post on Instagram that story that linked to the article in The Cut, and it's talking about how people who have enough of a financial padding and enough of a financial security to like quit their jobs, and how that's turning into the new form of self-care now, because we all just fucking hate our jobs and or are so burnt out from our jobs that we just can't handle staying at our jobs anymore. And obviously that is a luxury that not many of us can afford to do, but know that you are not alone if you feel absolutely fed up with your job. It is hard to work through all of this shit in this time in particular. Yeah, I can't, like, people who work at grocery stores this past year, I don't even know how you guys did it, man. It's so fucking hard. Being expected to show up every day at work through all of this, through all of the fear, through all of the quiet fear, like the unspoken fear, the unspoken anxieties. I feel like that's what fucks us up the most, is the unspoken anxieties. Nobody wants to address it. Nobody thinks to address it. Everybody feels it, but nobody can put it into words. And then it just goes undetected, unspoken, undiscussed, and it just festers, and I feel like we've all experienced so much of that, but especially workers who have had not the privilege of staying home and working and have had to like go out every day and work. Rough times. Yep, exactly, NBR. All these messages that we've been given that are like, we know it's a scary time, and we know it's a stressful time, but y'all are doing great. Keep doing that shit. And we're just like, great. We love to know that we're doing great, but can we not? Can we not anymore? Please? Can we just acknowledge that we can do great, but it is coming at a cost, and we are all not feeling great? For real. $7.25 national minimum wage is getting really fucking ridiculous. Fred is in the other room. He made an appearance earlier, but he does not want to be here anymore unless I have food to feed him, which, same. Don't blame him for that. But it is not quite his dinner time yet. This is kind of why I usually do lives later, so that you guys can see him eat dinner and he'll be here, because I know people want the cat content. But I'm truly feeling very, very tired today, and do not think I will be up energetic. If you think this is low energy right now, just wait until Fred gets fed at 9 p.m. and I'm like, hello guys, how is everyone doing? I did not think going to the great outdoors for a week would be this tiring, but my body is feeling it today. I woke up today at 8, which is the time that I usually woke up during this past week, and it's been great to have that routine, but I woke up today and I was just like, I should go back to sleep. So I woke up and then I went back to sleep, and then missed Fred's 9 a.m. feeding time. I woke up at 10 and I fed him, and then I was just like, wow, my body still feels like shit. But I eventually got out and I went to the farmer's market and I dropped off some compost. Aaron did the laundry, thank God, because I was wearing the same pair of pants every day of the week and the same jean jacket every day because we were trying to keep packing to a minimum because we only had one car to pack all of our personal items and all of our equipment that we needed to shoot with. You know, I was just like a smoking log. I smelled like a burnt log. My clothes were a very distinguished chimney. Sorry about that. This guy fell over. My coworkers had to put up with that smell, so thank you guys for putting up with that smell. I doubt anyone who was on that trip is watching now because we're all probably fucking exhausted. Yeah, what are the new CDC guidelines? Because I just don't know, man. I just don't know anymore. I feel like everybody's trying to give us this message that is like, guys, we're fine. Everybody's vaccinated. We're ready to go back to normal. Please socialize. Please go out. Please spend money. Please be normal. Please make the economy back to where it was before. Please don't mind the possibility that we can all get sick again. Let's just not pay attention to that possibility until it happens because we need the economy back. Is anybody else feeling like that's the case? Because that's what I feel like is the case. Now COVID is a trap. Yeah, I really do think I should just keep wearing my mask until the end of time. I don't know. I just don't know. Yay, broccoli prep is done, y'all. Thanks for being here, watching me cut 3 heads of broccoli. Exciting content. Very exciting content. I don't know if you can tell, but I got very tan on this trip. I also ate way too much meat. Did I mention that already? I ate way too much meat. Maybe that's why I feel very, very lethargic. My body's not used to eating that much meat, and I ate that much meat, plus the heat exposure, plus the exhaustion, plus the anxiety. That makes sense to me. Yeah, after the second shot, it was pretty rough. Pretty rough, not gonna lie. You know what else I liked about camping actually? That I had no seasonal allergies. I came back yesterday and immediately my eyeball was like itching. And today I've been sneezing. My skin's aflame. That could be Fred. It could be seasonal allergies. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna start looking really rough because of seasonal allergies. My eyes are gonna start looking like raccoon eyes, all of that. All of that good stuff. I did try to put on sunscreen, yes. Yes, Fred. But it was very direct sun, and I did not apply as much as I should have. Oh, hi, Fred. Didn't even see him arrive. Hey, buddy. It is 7:17, bud. You don't get fed until 9. I'm sorry. Look at that face. Look at that face. I don't call weed Zaza. Where the fuck? I believe pregnant women can get the shot, guys. I haven't heard that they can't. I've taken my vitamins today, Angela. Thank you very much for that reminder. I do appreciate it, Mom. I think my mom would be very happy to know that internet strangers are worried for my well-being. Oh, Kurt. You think I burned my cutting board? I think we all know I burned my cutting board. Yeah, that's what happens when you put your cutting board on one burner and you turn on the other burner, or you thought you turned on the other burner to dry off your cast iron, and then 2 minutes later you're like, huh, what is burning? And then you flip over your wooden cutting board to only find that you turned on the wrong burner. Your cast iron is still very much wet and your cutting board is very much blackened. That's what happened. Am I right, Fred? Buddy. Do you want the pets? Yes. Yes, Fred. Yes. Sniff me. Sniff me and my broccoli. My broccoli hands. I don't think he wants belly rubs. I don't think. Oh. Yes, Fred. Very good, Fred. Asparagus ends. No, they're very woody. I also hate asparagus. I don't hate it, but I hate the way my pee smells after asparagus eating. Oh yeah, good shake. Ooh, is Aaron coming to feed you? No, he's not, because it's not 9 yet. And he will be there for the next 3 hours until we feed him. Not 3, 2 hours. Yeah, definitely, like Sherry says, you can store all of your veggie trimmings in the freezer until you're ready to make a veggie broth. You can boil all of them in one go. It'll be delicious. It might be a little bit farty and asparagus-y, but you know, whatever you like. I just, I can't just, asparagus pea smells like burnt rubber tires to me. You know what I'm talking about? Fred's favorite foods, anything meaty. He'll eat anything that was alive once. I got that much broccoli from the Jackson Heights area along 37th Avenue. If you take a walk between like 72nd Street to 83rd Street, there's a lot of small grocers that have really good deals. I need a P.O. box, but we might also just be going back to work soon. I don't even know, guys. I don't want to open a P.O. box, to be honest with you. I'm not ready for my small apartment to be filled with shit. There's really just no space for anything here. Food markets. In Sunnyside, I really like Parrot Coffee and Grocery. They have a lot of really cool products and a lot of nice cheese and olives, nice freezer section. In Woodside, I go to HF Dollar and Up right by the 61st Street 7th train stop. Really great deals, lots of dollar bags, great produce prices. The trip was for work. I know you want to send me things, and I thank you so much for it. Maybe when we decide that we're either never going back to work or I guess that's the only deciding factor, because I'm still waiting for the call to go back to work, and then I can just have all of my adoring fan mail sent to the Hearst Tower. I don't even know how much P.O. boxes cost, guys. I need all the money for Fred and his little asthma butt. His little asthma poopy butt that's all over my freaking pillow now. Disgusting. Our apartment is about 490 square feet. Yeah. Bramlette, have you never eaten asparagus before? Have you never smelled asparagus pea? It's a very particular scent. This shirt was given to me by Nez. It says, "Shut up, everyone." And I love it very much. Layloon, welcome. I do have a channel. This is all we do. We just chat about nothing. And you get to watch me be very trashy and ranty, and then you get to watch me pet my cat Fred. What? Maybe you have like some genetic gift that allows you to not have asparagus pea. That's very strange. Do you think Fred would hate it if I hugged him and lifted him up to the camera? He probably would, right? Look at him. Look at him being so silly. What is he doing? What is he doing? Licking himself. I think he always tries to clamber out of my arms when I do it to him. And, Fred, buddy, can I be creepy and lift you up? Hey guys, tell me something. Can cats have seasonal allergy? Fred's been sneezing, like us. So I wonder if he also has seasonal allergy. Do your cats have seasonal allergy? If so, what are the symptoms? Hi, doggy, who says hi. My baby. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed that.
You read, you explained to me your mother. Yeah, what's the deal with that?
I love you too, buddy. I love you too so much. Yes. Yes. Roar, 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 roar. Ooh! Was that too much? Was that too much? Too much stimulation. You're a weirdo. I'm a freak. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I? That's Fred's theme song. Yes. I'm not a baby person. I do not like babies. I like cats. I like dogs. I like alpacas and most animals. I even like praying mantises. I am not a baby person. Aaron just asked me today if somebody paid you $1 billion to have a baby, to produce an offspring, would you? Guys, $1 billion has 9 zeros after it, which is just, a lot of zeros, and it's a lot of money. And I would only do it if I were a surrogate. I do not want to produce my own child, so I'm not a baby. My reasoning is surrogacy, the parents probably already want kids and they're gonna find some... Jesus Christ, Fred. Way to steal the show. And then Aaron says, I don't think they're gonna want your problematic ovaries and uterus. And I said, yep, you're probably right. So there goes my $1 billion, guys. Poof. But yeah, if anybody has $1 billion and you want a surrogate mother with a very faulty womb, your girl is right here, waiting for her 9 zeros. Florida girl, I never thought I would be somebody's live stream lullaby, but I'm happy to be here for you. And apartment tour, Ruth, there's really not much to the apartment. And if you watch the lives, you've already seen like 85% of our apartment. There's the kitchen, there's that little room that has my books and stuff, and then there's the bedroom / living room combo where Aaron is right now. And then there's a bathroom at the end of that hall, and then opposite the bathroom is the hallway where we store our shoes and jackets, and that's it. 490 square feet is not that much of excitement. And we only have like stooped, discarded furniture and like really cheap plastic shit that we got from either Aaron's work that was throwing them out or Target for like $20, because when we were rooming with strangers, we didn't have a lot of space, we were constantly moving, we didn't want to invest in very expensive stuff, so we're still sleeping on the cheapest IKEA bed ever that we bought like maybe 7 years ago. Jesus Christ. It has one broken plank on it. Yeah, it's not very impressive, guys. Very low budget living here, not a very magnificent palace to show off. This is true, Labiba. If I get 9 zeros, you will have to eat me unless I immediately donate 8 of those zeros away, right? I can still keep $10. You'll let me keep $10, right? For popping out a baby. I think I deserve that labor. I mean, like, having a child, I feel like is a very contentious issue, but I'm pretty 110% confident that I don't ever want one of my own. If I have the funds, I would much rather, oh, He's not here anymore. Oh, he's out there. I don't know if you can see him, but he's out there by the bookshelves. You know, I would only spend money raising animals and not humans. This is true. I need to save enough for my tax burden unless I decide to go crazy and become a corporation. Yeah. No corporation for me. Thank you very much. I would love to save enough to have an alpaca farm, or at least some sort of farm. Remember when we were talking about having a commune? I need to save enough for us to have a commune, right? Then we could all eat the rich. I wouldn't be the rich. Our commune would be the rich. Yeah, we cooked all of last week when we were camping. Yes, I want goats too. I want to drink goat milk and make goat cheese, and I want to look at their silly little faces and bleat right back at them. We can be cannibals if you want, Dawn, but I don't think humans are as tasty. We might also end up with a lot of genetic issues if we cannibalize ourselves. I don't know the science of that, but I don't think it's good. Yeah, like collective wealth really isn't wealth anymore. It's just communal well-being. So nothing against that. It's when wealth is accumulated in the hands of the few that shit starts going wrong, and you start bombing people, and you start killing them, and you start suppressing them and oppressing them, and then there's a lot of pain, which is, I don't know, is it necessary? Is pain necessary to life? I feel like pain should not be necessary to life, but we've somehow made it a undeniable feature of our modern lives, and that is very problematic. I am going to pee, and then we're gonna taste this fruit. So BRB. Fred! Hey, buddy. What do you want from me? Whatever you want from me, I don't have it. Okay guys, I need to ask, has any of you eaten tamarillo before? And if so, how should I be eating this? And if so, are the seeds inside very hard? Should I watch out for my teeth? I have 3 of them. This one is like a little bit of a give, like 18% give. This one is pretty hard, and this one is like the most give. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. Slice it open like a kiwi, says Maria, and scoop seeds out with a spoon. Are the seeds edible? Do I eat the seeds? They do look like tomatoes. You're right. Very tomato-y. It's beautiful. I love it. I adore the colors. These were $4 a pound. I got 3 of them. I believe it was like $2.87. So not cheap. And then I saw that they are also sold frozen. And it's way cheaper frozen. It's like a $3 bag for a bag of 12, but I really wanted them fresh because I've never seen them fresh before. I don't think it's Pipa, because that's Nespole in Italian, and in English I believe it's Loquat, and this is Tamarillo. Oh, this peels off. Aaron, do you want to try?
I would love to.
Oh.
Yes.
When I peeled the stem off, it smells a little bit like passion fruity.
What are we trying?
Tamarillo.
Tamarillo. Where did you get these?
Food Bazaar.
Okay. Ooh, Fred just poked me.
Oh, the seeds are very hard. Interesting. So Aaron's gonna hate that. So let me squeeze.
I'm not a fan of seeds in my fruit.
You're
I
not
don't
a
like
fan of
the
seeds, period.
Texture. I don't. Well, I like flax seeds. I like. What else are seeds? Are walnuts? Are any kinds of nut seeds or almond seeds?
So that's what it looks like scooped out. I'm gonna give Aaron a sliver.
Hello, Labiba.
Take your sliver.
I did shave. I don't have a mustache anymore, but don't worry, it's actively growing back.
Ooh, it smells like a really nice ripe passion fruit, but not as piquant.
Do I eat the
It smells
skin?
like bell pepper and passion fruit. I don't know how to
It
eat
does.
this.
Do I eat the skin? I don't know. I'll have to check it out.
Ooh.
Hmm. My hair has grown out. I haven't had a haircut in a long time.
It's a little bit sandy.
You know what this tastes like to me?
Hawthorn.
It tastes like a tomato a little bit.
Well, it looks like a tomato.
Oh, yeah, little seeds.
Sorry. Ooh. The skin is a little bit bitter.
I'll leave that for you. The seeds are, I can't really handle them.
The skin is a little bit bitter, guys. Am I not supposed to eat the skin?
I don't think the skin is for eating. I chewed on it a little bit and it seemed too leathery.
Why didn't anybody tell me?
But yeah, that just tastes like a very sweet tomato.
I choked a little, sorry. It's like fleshy and shiny on the inside like a tomato.
Sorry about that. I was just tasting
Yeah, don't eat the skin. The skin is very bitter. Am I gonna die because I ate the skin? Yikes. Well, it's not a very exciting fruit to die on, so I'm gonna be very sad if I do die. Here's what the skin looks like. It's very papery. It's kind of like Granny Smith peel. A little bit plasticky. And here's the seeds that I scooped out. Here's what it looks like. Ooh. Ooh, Aaron.
Yes, Jake?
The inside is where it's at.
Oh, it is. That is where it is at.
Mm-hmm. Mmm. Yum. It does look like a tomato, but I would say it's like 40 to 45% tomato tasting. The seeds are not that hard. They're like tomato seeds, but they're like tomato seeds in that they're covered by that slightly slippery mucousy membrane. And the inside of it is slightly harder than a tomato seed, almost approaching that level of, you know when you buy a watermelon and there's like white seeds inside that are not mature? That. Yeah, it's not hard like a guava seed at all. Worth it to try it, but I would not pay $1 a piece for these again. Very interesting flavor for sure. I do think I'm slightly allergic to it because the inside of my ear is starting to itch right now. But enjoyable. Very enjoyable. I like this experience. I'm very happy that I made the choice to treat myself to something new and strange, because I saw this in the grocery store and I'm like, I know you were here to come hunt for like deals, like, you know, oatmeal on sale, beans on sale, spices, whatnot. But you saw this thing, and it wasn't exactly cheap, but it was new to you. So you owe it to yourself to try anything once. And I was just coming back. You know how after you return from a trip, you're like coming down from a high of sorts, and you kind of feel depressed, and you kind of feel a little bit let down? I feel like doing little surprising things like this brings my mood up a little bit. So, go me. Racing thoughts. Are they anxiety-inducing racing thoughts? The only thing that helps me is to visualize myself as a pebble dropping into a stream and traveling through the water and sinking down into the very steady, comforting bedrock. It's a very slow, gradual drop through the water. And the water is a little bit more wavy and turbulent on top, but as you drop down further and further, the water becomes still, and you are encased in a very gentle, babbling silence. That or breathing exercises. A lot of people swear by breathing exercises. Aaron,
Yes.
I'm gonna make your plantains now.
Sounds awesome. I'll come eat them whenever you want.
Okay, Gail, I did not buy the peanut butter porridge because it was just peanut flour and oat flour. So I didn't feel like, I think it was something like $4 for that bag, and I was like, I don't know the proportion of peanuts to oats. I could just probably buy oats and then mix peanut butter in myself. Didn't seem like a worth it enough adventure for me. Let's fry up some plantains for Aaron. This plantain was actually leftover from the camping budget eats. I didn't get to use all of my stuff. Has anyone ever eaten plantain raw? What does it taste like? Not bad. Shh, don't tell anyone about camping budget eats. Don't tell anyone about camping budget eats. It's supposed to be a secret. I'm not good at secrets. Don't tell anybody else, okay? I'm trusting you. Look at that, a perfect fit. Wow. Yeah, pan internet doggo. I wish you had a gas stove too. I got 3 plantains for $1. Is that a good deal? Did someone get mad at me on this live? What did I do? What did I do now? Aaron, can I use my Asian sauce on your plantains?
Yes, go for it.
So silly. Well, thank you again, mods, as always. Oh, guns. I see. I see. Everybody likes to feel strongly about things. And these days, I just don't feel very much at all about anything. Plantains can be eaten both sweet and savory, yes. You can fry them and then coat them in cinnamon sugar, or Aaron requested that they be savory tonight, so I'm just gonna coat them in a little bit of like this soy sauce, sesame oil, gochujang, vinegar situation. In terms of the duration of these lives, I'm very interested to know, is 2 hours too long for you guys? Do you prefer like an hour more? Is it more feasible to watch an hour live? Because sometimes I feel a little bit gratuitous doing a live for 2 hours. I'm like, who the hell wants to watch 2 hours of this shit? But some of you say you fall asleep to this shit, so you tell me what you want. I guess you can always tap out. But I don't want anyone to feel like they're missing out, you know, because FOMO is real. so I don't want you to stay awake. Oh my God, Fred. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fred is having zoomies, guys. It's very frightening when I don't hear him coming. Laura, you should go to sleep now. No, Fred, do not jump on there. Oh my God. This cat. This isn't really pulling much weight, honestly. It's just turning my camera on when I'm doing shit in the kitchen, so it doesn't really affect me. I'm gonna turn on the overhead lights because the natural light is pretty much gone now. This way you can see Fred better. Let's give him some more water. Fresh water for our boy. I believe the Hungry Zoomies has begun. I believe that is why he is going haywire right now. Can be very frightening. Yes, this is a cat shirt. Do you like it? There you go. Nice and toasty. Very nice. Yes. Switch these around a little bit, flatten you out, more contact, more golden. Lovely. Lovely. Plantains, I feel like, are underrated. They're very delicious. And they change in terms of flavor and sweetness with storage duration too. So it's like a magical ingredient that you can treat very many different ways depending on when you decide to cook with it. What is he doing? Raise your hand if you want a bowl ding, because we have some requests for it, but I also know that some people don't like the bowl ding, so raise your hand if you want a bowl ding. I will satisfy the masses. Alright, cool. Well, we're gonna do a bowl ding, and those of you who don't want a bowl ding, please run away or mute. We're gonna try a few dings. I'm gonna turn this heat down because I smell it burning. I'm gonna do a flip. Oh yeah. Another flip. Oh yes. thank you for waiting. Ready? We don't have a singing bowl, we just have this metal bowl that I rescued from the free table with my friend Charlie, and we have a variety of utensils that we may ding it with. So we will try until we find the perfect tone that we like, and then... Oh, that was a close call. Jesus Christ. Okay, cool. Breathing in. We're gonna calm our little cells down. Lots of bustling activity inside of our bodies, and we're just gonna tell them to chill a little bit. I believe we have made Eliza pass out from the sounds, but I hope the rest of you are friggin' happy. There, plantains. Aaron, how would you like these plantains served?
I'll come over and grab some.
Do you want any queso on them?
I'll be right over.
He'll be right over, he says. Queso or no queso?
I don't know, let me take a look at it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You know, you can also, I didn't season them with anything but salt, so you can have half sweet and half spicy. Tell me what you
Half
like.
sweet, half spicy.
Yes.
I guess let's do that.
So I'm gonna give you condensed milk on the sweet one, and I'm gonna give you this on the spicy one.
That sounds awesome.
Woo!
This is
Sorry, Fred.
the Pan Asian liquid. That's what it says.
Pan Asian liquid.
Pan Asian liquid.
It's what I made. Are you
Very
gonna
cool.
eat this with a fork?
Yes, forks are usually pretty good for blend time, yes, which is probably not the word.
You know, I love how some places decide to put like freaking sesame oil and soy sauce and ginger and garlic, and then suddenly it wha-bams the dish into being Asian. So I made a sauce that has soy sauce, vinegar, sesame oil, gochujang. What else did I put in here? Fish sauce, mirin, and then I just called it Pan Asian liquid, you know? Isn't that what Asian food is? Our world is hilarious. Hilarious! Ha 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 ha. As you can tell, I'm very loopy because I'm very tired. But we're about to have some plantains. Here is the dessert bowl. Here is some condensed milk that I put into a jalapeno jar. Still smell. Wow, that still smells like pickled jalapenos. Ooh, that's gonna be a weird one. Mmm. Aaron, do you want cinnamon on the condensed milk?
I would get that with me.
Okay. Ta-da! Then we have some spicy folks. I'm gonna save one piece for myself. Ta-da! Okay, Erin, your food is ready. And now that I have a pan with some oil on it, I feel like I should cook some broccoli.
This is the save, and this is the sweet.
Correct.
Are you gonna try them? Surely you're gonna try them.
I'm gonna try a plain one. I can't
Okay.
try the spicy one. My skin is very bad.
I looked up the pronunciation of plantain, and apparently it's plantain. All right. Thank you, Lynn.
What did you think it was?
I don't know. One time, I'm joining in the middle of a conversation people are having, so I have no idea what this is about.
Uh-huh. Continue.
I don't know. Eliza says one time it unexpectedly caused a panic attack in the parking lot. I felt terrible but didn't want to say anything. I don't know what caused the panic attack, what it was, but I hope you're doing fine, Eliza.
I also have no clue what's happening.
What I do for a living is eat June's delicious treats.
Unfortunately, he does not get paid for it. He merely keeps alive by eating the food.
Yeah.
Literally does it for a living.
But hey, as long as you're living, you're laughing. And then you can start loving.
That's not true.
Okay.
Do you like it?
Yeah. So,
That means he doesn't love it.
I feel like your previous plantains were kind of better. I don't know why. Are these like less fried, maybe, or less crispy or something?
These are a little bit sweeter.
Okay.
Bye, Liza. Fred, do you want snacks? Should I give Fred some snacks?
Yeah, go for it.
Fred, do you want a bit of salmon? You want some salmon, my dude? This is the salmon gel that I made for him that just came out of the freezer. Let's check for some bones. No bones, no bones, no bones. We're clear. Okay, Fredo. Have some salmon, bud. Is it very cold? Should I have warmed it up for you? Oh, that doesn't look very edible. Let me mash it up for you, my bro. The salmon treat is just from $1 bag of scrap salmon, and I boil it in water, and then I take it off the bone, and then I blend it in my food processor. And then I put it into containers and I freeze the portions that won't get eaten. Do you like the salmon, Duke? Guys, I got some Wegmans peanut butter. And I do not like it. It's very boring. Very boring. I even added salt to it to jazz it up, which made it infinitely better because it is unsalted, but flavor is very meh. Okay, hope you had a good snack time, bud. Anyways, broccoli is nice and smoky, developing a little bit of char. This will be a great snack for me to eat later. I'm getting quite wiped, but I will eat this plantain before I sign off. Do you hear that ice cream truck? I hate summer. I hate summer so much. Peggy, lots of peanut butters are unsalted, and I truly don't know why they do it like that, because unsalted peanut butter never tastes as good as salted peanut butter. I also love how Fred also just, without fail, licks himself right after eating, so that all of his paws smell exactly like his turkey and his salmon. Dawn, what would happen if your cats just never ate anything? Like, would they just starve? Yeah, is ice cream cake really cake? I often ask myself that. Plantains. Hi, Trinidad. Hello, you missed everything because I'm about to sign off because I'm exhausted. You know the kind of exhaustion when you close your eyes, they start throbbing, and it feels like your tear ducts are ready to unleash a flood so that they can rehydrate your dried out eyeballs. That's what I feel like right now. Dawn, I have the super expensive freeze-dried shit. It was $20 for an 8-ounce bag, and I'm like, fuck no, I cannot sustain this. So we bought one bag. Or rather, Aaron bought it, and I was like, Aaron, do not buy any more of this. We will find him food that he will eat, and he will not die from. And lo and behold, he likes dollar salmon. We still feed him canned food because those cans have nutrients that we don't have to add into the salmon food, but Fred is pretty good. Fred, if you give him meat and if you give him fish, he'll eat it. He does not really touch vegetables or fruit except catnip. And he likes dairy. He loves ice cream and he loves yogurt. Oof. Alright guys, I'm going to eat my broccoli and I will bid you all a good night. Thank you so much for saying hi, tuning in, and I hope you have a great start to the week, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow a little bit less tired. Peace out.